why this is important for each and every people, the human beings, and the people who are watching this video to
Yeah.
get the clarity.
It's all about clarity. It's all about clarity because clarity equals focus and equals. And at the end of the day, you want progress in order to be successful. And most people these days, they have one particular problem, which is they know what they want to get out of, but they
Welcome back, guys, to this amazing session. Today, we are going to discuss about the purpose of your life, the clarity, and lot of things. Like this podcast can, it will be an eye opener for you. If you are going to listen this podcast till the end, this can make a big impact in your life. So make sure to watch this podcast till the end. And today we have Heidi with us, and I'm so excited to have her in our show and discuss about all of the things that I have in my mind, all of the questions that I got regularly from your side, guys. So let's get started. So hey, hi, ma'am, how are you?
I'm super good. I'm very, very excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you
Cheers.
so much for your time. Yeah, cheers. So, like, how was your day today? How's everything going on there?
It's good. It's good. It's gray outside, but we don't care, do we? And no,
Right.
it was a wonderful day, but now it's the best time of the day, I guess. So let's start.
Hmm. So tell me one thing. What do you love the most about the things that you are doing right now? Like you are coaching a lot of people, you are having a lot of calls, and it's beautiful. Now we are in our home, we are doing all the things from my laptop. Like I love that. What do you love about your work that you are doing?
Seeing breakthroughs, seeing people really awaken to their potential, and then having this moment when they really understand how much they are, like coming
Hmm.
out of this not like this hassle overwhelm, years, maybe decades, and then flipping the whole identity in moments and realizing and then moving forward as a completely new empowered person. I think this is why I do what I do. And yes, you're right. I love what I do because I do it with the people I'm working for.
Yeah.
I do it however I want to. So in my home or wherever I am, not at the beach. I can't recommend that. I tried that, but like in a great hotel room with a great view, with my
Right.
family at my side. So yeah, it's really designed, but it needs work. So as someone very smart said, and nobody really knows in the internet who it was coming from, but if you want an easy life, you first have to go through the mess. And if you don't, if you don't want you if you're more the easy person, then it might be hard all the way along. So we have to
Right.
put in the work. And now I think, yeah, I'm at a point where I enjoy life and what I do.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. And this is totally correct. The next name of entrepreneurship is failure. Like, if you haven't seen failure in your life, like, entrepreneurship is not for you. Because in entrepreneurship, like, a lot of people can, like, you have to face the challenges and struggles and all the things that is going on. But finally, you will at the stage of your life that would be amazing. You will love that. So, yeah, amazing. So, Heidi, you told me about what you do and you help people in the like getting the clarity of their life, but why this is important, why this is important for each and every people, the human beings, and the people who are watching this video to
Yeah,
get the clarity.
it's all about clarity. It's all about clarity because clarity equals focus, and focus equals progress. And at the end of the day, you want progress in order to be successful. And most people these days, they have one particular problem, which is they know what they want to get out of, but they don't know where to move into. And that's keeping them stuck. And that's also keeping them sort of as in victim mode. You know, everyone's throwing their visions at them, and you're totally
Mhm.
weak. So you're not the creator, and we are here to create. We are creative beings, but all this programming that is, getting or keeping us in victim mode, that has to end, and that only ends with us. So in order to get clarity, we have to be brave and face our whatever that is that's blocking us, and
Yeah.
really get on how clients call it often treasure hunt, because we also don't learn it at school. Like who asked you as a teacher, what are your visions, what are your values, what is your purpose? Like nobody
Yeah.
asks you that. Like it's more like,
Right.
okay, what is your degree, or how many followers do you have? None of this matters if it's not from you. And authenticity, which is equal or like has a lot to do with the clarity is just your authenticity upside, like outside, like on paper.
Right.
And most people are trained to wear masks, and that drains so much energy. One of the main reasons why we are going into burnout and things like that, or mental problems, I would say, like very broadly, is because we're not living our authentic self. We're
Mm.
wearing masks trying to fit in, and it is so draining, so energetically draining. And this is all we have, life force energy. This is all we have. And why not just being ourselves and creating and changing the world and giving our gift to other people? Oh my gosh, this switch, for me at least, it changed everything.
Mm. Right, absolutely. Because you are absolutely correct that people are wearing a mask. They are not themselves. And it doesn't matter that how many followers do you have, the numbers, the game. The only thing that matters is why you are here, what you want to do, and how you are going to do that. So, the purpose of your life. And if you don't have any purpose in your life, like you are not going to progress. And like I think 90% of the people are just struggling with the same thing. They don't have any purpose in their life. They don't have, like, they are just struggling and going in a loop, doing the same things again and again and again, and the life ended. But the rest of the 5% of the 10% of the people who have a vision, who have a purpose, they work on that, and finally they achieve the success. So, what do you think? Like, how a person can know the true self and know that what is their purpose, what they want to do, what is their vision? Because people are not like looking for that. They are just stuck in a loop, as I told you.
Exactly, they're stuck. So this is the first thing we have to consider, right? Being unstuck, and stop listening and hassling and running and
Hmm.
distracting yourself, and listen to yourself, listen to this, the intuition, like the glimpse, the glitters that you have. Oh, I wish I would be that way, but I can't. This is limiting belief, stopping you from listening to your visions, your desires that are actually inside of you. And I strongly
Yeah.
believe there wouldn't be inside of you, like these glitters, these thoughts wouldn't be inside of you if they wouldn't be for you, if that wouldn't be you. And very, not only possible, but it is your destiny.
Hmm.
This is your destiny. So first thing, we have to stop and listen. So for me, it was very convenient. I became a mom and I couldn't run away from myself anymore. I was a consultant, 10 years, innovation consultant. I was like all over the place, all over the world. Had a great job. Everyone was admiring it, but I felt empty inside. Although I liked what I was doing and I loved the people I was doing it with, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And so
Hmm.
when I became a mom and I couldn't run away anymore because I was stuck with the baby at home, this became my gift. So this was a real like gift from the universe, I would say, because I was like, all my shadows came up, all of my exhaustion from having this mask came up, and then I started to listen. And there are a couple of things that you can ask yourself. So, what am I really passionate about? It's the
Hmm.
first thing. One is how do I inspire or ignite fire in other people? Like, how do I show up?
Okay.
And one very, very important thing that I feel is more and more becoming actually people's purpose is what they overcame, how they turned their wounds into wisdom. And that is oftentimes really a path, right? Most of us are not living and are not being our purposes yet. Here it comes a bit crucial, because
Mhm.
mine was love and light, and I was not that at all, right? I was full of
Yeah.
shadows, full of doubt. Yes, I could ignite love and light in other people, but I didn't feel it myself. And that became my path in order then to share it with the world and truthfully ignite it in others, right?
Okay.
And the values is very important if you have also problems with decision making. So every decision we're making 20,000 decisions a day. Most of them are unconscious, thank God. When we're going to the bathroom or when we're going to the fridge in order to get
Right.
stuff, yeah,
Mm.
or if we're driving a car, most of the decisions are unconscious, but about a quarter is really shapeable and conscious. And a new decision equals a new life. So here it's very important that we know our values, where we can put this as a blueprint, basically. So if I find out, this is a classic, most people that are coming to me, their biggest value is freedom, but hey,
Yeah.
they're stuck in corporate. It's
Yeah.
a classic. Right? They're stuck in corporate, and they have no clue how to get out of there. And they feel very also misplaced because they have this very strong value, which they're not aware of. It's just within themselves, and they try to fit in and they lose their energy over time. So being aware of that, and then also asking yourself, okay, what limiting belief is holding me back from really living out purpose and values and visions, and we come to the visions in a moment, is oftentimes I'm not good or I'm not enough, so I have to prove myself. Classic for burnout, by the way. I have to prove myself is the first stage of burnout.
Right.
And yeah, I'm not good enough. So these two things are oftentimes the reason why we're living something we're actually internally we're actually not, and that just drains
Mm.
our capacity and burns us out. And thirdly, the visions, my gosh, that's the pull factor. If you have a clear vision often for most people it sounds very blurry, and it is if you put everything onto
Yeah.
it, but you can do little slices. For instance, create
How?
visions for yourself, for every single role that you play. For instance,
Mm.
as an entrepreneur, as a boss, as a husband, as a wife, as a
Mm.
girlfriend, as a boyfriend, as a mother, as a father.
Mm.
And then create clear pictures on how this person feels and how they are for these people that they play the roles with, especially also with yourself. Mind, body, and soul. How do you want to nurture your mind, body, and soul? Be very specific with your visions, and then create visions for your career. But it's inside out. Everything is inside out. If I don't feel valuable as an entrepreneur, worthy,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get paid, eh? So it's related to money. Your will, your worth, your visions about yourself, it's related to the growth and the money you're making at the end of the day. So this inner work is the base for everything. I hope I made this clear. Cheers.
100%, 100%. It's totally clear. It was beautifully answered, and I love that. Thank you so much for that once again. And it's totally correct. The biggest thing is people don't listen to themselves. They just listen to others or the things that are going on, but they don't listen to the inner self. They don't listen to the things they want to do. So, first of all, be in a quiet place and try to listen to yourself, that what is the thing that is coming from inside, what do you want to achieve, what do you want to do. So this is very important, and you told all those things so clearly. I love that. So let's move forward and let's go more deeper into that. So if we like, I can understand about the vision, as you told us that we have to uh, like cut it down, we have to crop it down, and then we have to clarify. But till now the vision part is very blurry for most of the audience. Even I am even like I don't got your point clearly. So can you tell us more about getting the vision of, let's say, what I am going to accomplish in next 1 year, next 6 years, next 5 years, how we can get that clarity in our mind?
Okay, this is a different vision. This is like where, what are you asking here? Where do I want to, what do I want to achieve?
Right, right.
Okay, so this is the achievement vision. It's very different. Like
Yes.
this is your career vision, right? The career vision.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
only career.
Right.
How do you, who do you want to impact? How do you want to impact? And the most
Yeah.
important thing is why and how do you feel? Because if the why is I want to prove myself, holy moly, we're in burnout again. Don't do that. How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel freedom? Take
Yeah.
that freedom in, suck it in, because manifestation is all about feeling and the impact.
Right.
Okay. So if we are more in the spiritual realm now, which I think we
Hmm.
are,
Yeah.
it is, and also we want to create a new world. So I'm here not for the old world, not for the hassle. I'm not interested in quick money fast. I want to be here for the long run with
Long.
people who are here for the long run and who I want to create a better world. And this is no
Right.
woo woo. This is no woo woo. This is really real, because it all depends on our focus and how we show up in this world, and how from from what place we make decisions. So if I'm in fear mode, I want to be famous. Why? Because I wasn't seen when I was young. No, don't
Mm.
do that. Work on your self-love and create from love, because I really deeply care about myself, my family, and the entire world. So the vision that I want to create for myself is
Mm.
that I have with this empowerment that I create, right? That I have
Right.
empowered other people. So a million other people, let's say in 5 years, a million other people. You have to believe it though. Otherwise, it won't manifest and you're just blocking it. So let's say 10,000 people or 100,000 of people, and then envision it, like really get clear, put yourself down. Where are you?
Yeah.
Who's with you? How's the energy in the room? And whenever you
Mm.
can, at least 3 minutes a day, get yourself into that feeling and into that visualization, because visualization is just another timeline. Basically, it's already here, but you have to connect to it. And then also it will trigger all of your insecurities, all of your limiting beliefs that are still blocking you from this,
Mm.
and these need to be cleared. Does that make sense?
Right. Makes
Okay,
sense.
and that way you work towards your vision. I don't know if I explained the question you asked, but this is how I teach vision in terms of embodiment of
Mm.
the person you are completing your vision. Does that make sense?
Makes
We
sense.
are a different like when you're not your vision right now, when you're not living your vision right now, like what could be your vision? Make an example out of that. What's your vision?
My
Wholeheartedly,
vision,
honestly.
my vision is to, if I say the vision for next 6 months, next 1 year, or the vision
Yeah.
for my life, like what do you want?
The vision for the life is very broad again.
Broad. Yeah. Yeah. It's very
Uh,
broad.
yeah. So the vision for the next year in terms of your career and impact.
Okay.
Let's break it down. Okay.
In terms of the career, in terms of the like money and the things that I want to accomplish, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So my vision for next 1 year is that I want to make like 100K per month. Here it is,
Mhm.
if you can see there. And how
Mhm.
I am going to do that, I have a clear vision in my mind. I want to help all the coaches around the world who are into the spiritual industry, because I believe that the the fitness thing was very fancy in this era, but now the energy work, the work related to spirituality will be a big thing, and
Mhm.
people are like learning about this thing, people are going through it, and like lot of people are coming to this industry and growing, learning new things, and it is a game changer. So I believe that people who are into the spiritual industry, I want to create a massive community of those people. I want to create a group of all the coaches from all around the world, and there will be a like sheet where all the names will be added and all the locations and everything. And we are going to do offline events as well. So like if I'm going to do any event in your area, I will contact you, you will be there, and we are going to help a lot of people in their spiritual journey. And if in terms of finances, 100% sure I'm going to make 100K per month.
Yeah.
So it's here it is. So yeah, this is the thing.
Wonderful. So here you are. You have the vision. That's the what. Then
Yeah,
you have the why, which is very, very important. And you said because it's time now and you really want to create something that is valuable, right? And you
right.
believe that this will help, like snowball effect, other people. So you have your why. You're driven. Like visions are great if you're pulled towards it. Like I saw you were like, this is the energy that you need because hey, we're entrepreneurs. We will probably have hurdles, but if
Mm,
your vision is clear, it's like so tasty, you cannot stop. Like there's
yeah,
no way you focus on the hurdles. No way. You're
100%.
like, okay, that's, I'll take a hurdle for breakfast. Okay, here we go again and just carry on. So this is great vision, right? And then you also
Yeah,
have a number attached to it. So you can measure yourself and also get strategies in order to get you exactly to that number. So this is the perfect vision. And it's a clear, like it's not your life vision, but it is a clear vision for the next year.
1 year. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Cheers.
I got that. Yeah, thank you so much. Like I got some clarity, and this was amazing. Your energy is amazing. I love that. So, Haiti, like let's talk about the law of attraction and the visualization. We were into that, but we came back from there and we got to the point. But that was interesting. The things that you were sharing with the people related to like be in a quiet place, think about the energies, and like do you believe in law of attraction?
Oh yeah, I add more law of resonance. To be honest, can I
Can you
explain?
explain? Yeah, what is the
Mhm.
law of resonance?
Attraction means that you are pulling something toward, like attract.
Attracting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
attracting
like a
exactly,
magnet. Yeah.
like a magnet. But resonance
Yeah.
for me is more like showing us that even though, I mean, you can talk affirmations and all of that, right?
Yeah.
But still, it doesn't mean you're an energetic match that resonates with the thing you're envisioning. Does that make sense? So we have to become, that's the thing. We have to become that person
Yeah.
that has these things that is worthy. That's the most important thing. That is worthy of 100K.
Mm,
So it's
I
long
got it.
lasting. I mean, I can, maybe this example, or yeah, this example of people who are winning the lottery.
Mm,
They're winning the lottery, but most of them have lost the money after under a year. Why?
100%.
Because,
Yeah.
yeah, they're not the container. They're not the money container yet. They don't feel worthy of it. They have these toxic patterns throwing things out all at once. They're like, "Wah!" If it's not your normal to have 100K, you're like, it has to be like, okay, so what? So what? This is just,
Mm,
this is just energetic game. This is just numbers. And this made my life easier when I understood that, because I was like, law of attraction. People stress out so much. They're like tapping, and then it becomes like such an incredible hassle again. And
mm,
by that, we also energetically push it away. We push it away. I was
Right.
so,
Makes sense.
I was like, yeah, I was like, why am I having less money and wanting more? Because I am from the energy of want, fear,
Hmm.
lack. Doesn't
Right.
work. If you're not in the resonance, in that resonating realm of I have it, I have it all already, and really feeling it, you're
Hmm.
doomed. That's why most people struggle with the law of attraction, manifestation, because you have to become it in order to have it, to be in resonance. And there's just one line, but by Eckhart Tolle, you said, you only have to know one thing about manifestation, and that is really having this. It's apparently from Jesus. I don't know. I'm not very Bible. You
Mhm.
can't question me about Bible. Um,
Yeah.
and he said you have to believe or know that you have it already, and it's not a big deal anymore.
Hmm. Right. And this is very important, that the thing is, are you worthy about that things? Like if I'm thinking about 100K right now, like I think that, like, I'm not worthy about that. That's the only reason I'm not reaching at that point right now. But law of attraction, the universe always help you to be there where you want. But you have to be worthy. If you are not worthy about that, you are not going to do that. So at this stage of my life, I'm worthy about the things that I am doing. That's the reason I'm like making or like doing all the things that I have. So totally makes sense. Great answer. Amazing. So Hedy, like I wanted to know, like you are dealing with a lot of people, you are dealing with a lot of clients, you have like clients come with different type of problems and different type of things. Would you like to share some experience of somebody who came to you and the problem was like different from others? You were like, wow, what is that? Like, this is something different. And how do you solve that? Do you have any type of story?
um, that's a very hard question, because it's always often different, but often very similar. And how do I solve it? Honestly, if I do in one-on-ones, I
Yeah.
ask the higher self. I ask the center.
Okay, tell
They,
us a
you
one
have,
common problem that all your like coaching, all of your clients
yeah,
have,
that's
like
worthy.
one of the common.
One of the common is feeling worthy, feeling good
Okay.
enough,
Yeah.
and
Self doubt.
yeah, and not having to prove yourself anymore. They're tired. People
Hmm.
nowadays, and you just said that so nicely in the beginning. Like it's I think it's a very different era we're in now than 2-3 years ago. People become very fed up with
Right.
this overwhelm, with the roles they play. They've had enough. They don't know
Right.
yet what to do, but that's why a lot of coaches and people are had to go through before that in order to help.
Hmm.
And but I think it's a very, very beautiful time at the moment. People waking up to their true selves, and that's a very common, let's say, not problem really, because it's actually a gift.
Yeah.
That is burnout, bore out, you name it, is just increasing, and they're like, you know what? There's more to me. That's very common. That they're like, I don't want to play the games anymore. I'm really tired of conflict. I'm really
Yeah.
tired of being wrestled down by other people.
Hmm.
I'm tired of people pleasing. I'm really tired of people pleasing, and that is very, very common trait. But then everyone is different, and the most beautiful thing about you is that you have this whole computer inside of yourself. This is very neat for coaches, right? Because before that, I was just working with 5%. 5% being the conscious,
Yeah.
right? We only 5% in the head, like what we know. But 95% is in the unconscious and your higher self. they know everything. So if you're in a calm state, I wouldn't even say hypno state anymore, because it's most people have very, if they're trained, if they do that quite often, or oftentimes they're like 3 to 6 months or even a year with me, so they get very quickly into they can ask things very quickly after a certain amount of time, because their intuition can get trained. It's just, it's like layers that are put onto that, like onion layers, and if you heal those, you're like you're connected, very, very connected, and you don't need to meditate an hour to be there. You can just ask questions to your higher self or to your center. And so this is very, very neat in coaching, but also when you
Yeah.
train it for yourself. I ask every day, all the time, like, what's next? Because I know, and this is very important for entrepreneurs to also go into the spiritual way. I mean, all these blueprints, right? That people post, and then they say, okay, I've done it, I came to 100K, and this is how I did it. But I don't know who really succeeded with the blueprint of another person. I still don't know. Like, I haven't
Right.
found anybody yet,
Totally makes
because
sense. Yeah.
you're unique, and your learnings, we came here to learn. So inside of you, there is your blueprint, which nobody
Right.
tells you. And if you start listening and are excited about the next step, that's what brings you to your success, which probably excels also the expectations or the visions. There we're going back to
Mm,
the visions that you had for yourself, because your higher self has maybe more for you,
right.
right, than but it's all inside of you. And that's really like the gift and the beauty of it. I don't say it's very like, okay, when I ask the higher self sometimes for the purpose, and people get an answer, like for me, I'm not going to give you an answer from my coaches, okay? It's just to have,
Yeah.
like, because they're protected. Like love and light, I was like, what the hell, are you kidding me, right? Like this, what? No, this doesn't give me any more clarity now, because I'm not there yet. Okay, but this becomes your path, this becomes your gift, and this is what you need to work on in order to be truly yourself. And most of the times it has something to do with love, with joy, like high vibrational things. Like this is very often the case. And yeah, this makes me often very, very happy. And yeah, we laugh a lot. We laugh a lot.
Amazing, amazing. So Hedy, like you are doing great. You are like doing like you have wonderful knowledge. You are connected with a lot of people. You are at a very good stage of your life. But now what? Now what is your future goal? Now what do you want to like now what is driving you towards the things that you are doing? What is your mission or vision?
So what drives me most is this picture I got many years ago, that I will be helping people with a torch, like with the big lights, moving over the bridge from darkness to light.
Okay.
And there were many, many, many people. So right now I'm doing one-on-ones. I'm doing also groups, but yes, I want to extend. And I think my energy now can speak for itself, right?
Yeah.
And this is my ultimate dream, to ignite a lot of people in a short amount of time, so that they really shift from the darkness they're in into
To
the
the
light
light.
that is actually what we're supposed to be living on earth.
Mm,
Like
right.
this is not a privilege. Of course it feels like a privilege, and should be, but actually this is what we're made of. We're made of love and light. And also I want to just be like, why are we called human beings and not human doings? Because there's a lot of truth in it.
Mm,
I just want to travel. I want to meet great people. I want to hug them. I just want to celebrate them. My goal is to, or why I do what I do, I want to see people win. Like, truthfully, I love to see people win. And to witness that all over the world, I mean, I do it now, but like on a different scale. I think that, yeah, maybe that's the next step. Or I'm not really into, to be honest, like myself, I don't have 5-year goals, 10-year goals, because all of the things that I achieved, that I did with like a higher connection and like envisioning things and just let it come through and let it also come to me. Are you
Mm,
worthy of receiving? That's the
yeah.
next level, right? Are you worthy of receiving
Receiving. Yeah.
and not doing anything, just being yourself? This love and light ball. Um,
Right.
yeah, that's
Incredible.
yeah, that's I think then the next, I don't want to call it the
How
next
how
level.
did the picture come to your mind? Like, what was that? What was that moment?
It was a walk in the forest. And I never used to walk in the forest. I had no time. But then I was like, you know what? I had my baby on the back, and I didn't have anything else to do.
But there are like thousands of thoughts that come to your mind in a daily basis, like thousands and thousands of thoughts.
Yeah.
Why that thought your stuck and grab all the attention of yours?
Yeah, because that's what a lot of clients tell me. It just resonates. Like, you are so aligned with it. Like, one
Right.
client just told me that, like, co-creation, that's her thing, right?
Yeah.
Co-creation. Whenever, like, also when you see something, because the universe puts stuff in your fields also, it doesn't have to be like also, but you have to look also what the universe puts in front of you, and where you resonate or where you feel drawn to it, like, oh, I wish I'd have that, or wish I'd do that, you know. I don't know if it's also a thing, like, I don't know, a diamond ring or whatever, right?
Yeah.
um and don't push it down, but feel feel it, having it. And what if, and
Right.
you have to, like, the first thing about making all of this possible is that you allow yourself to believe that this is in your cards.
Hmm.
You allow yourself to know that it's in your cards, that there's a reason why you so strongly reacted. And triggers, let me tell you one thing about triggers. They are, when you take a trigger, is just something, it's an old trauma. If you clear that, if you feel, and the easiest way, if you want to do it by yourself, is to really feel into that. Take that pain or whatever it is that that you need to feel at this moment, that you need to
Hmm.
process. That's the thing,
Hmm.
process at this moment, because once the trigger is processed, it's gone, it's not going to come back, and
Right.
it's not going to block you anymore. But you have to love your triggers, hey. Your triggers. Yeah, if you're triggered and you think that's the truth, no, it's the trigger that is the old stuff, the old you, the old identity, maybe even generations. You know how many generation work I do and go like 8 generations back? It's just
Hmm.
old stuff. It doesn't belong to you anymore, and it comes up in order to be cleansed, not in order to
Right.
hurt you or punch you in the face or whatever, but in order to be cleansed. Otherwise, it wouldn't show itself. It would be like, hey, I'm in the back. And so you
Hmm.
can cleanse it, and then it's gone, and then you're one step further, I would say.
Right. 100%. Like, amazing. Uh, this session was mind blowing. Even I have made a lot of notes from this session. So thank you so much for that. This was like, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your
Thank
like
you.
energetic talk. Like, this was amazing. And like, Heidi, if the people who are watching this video, they want to connect with you, know more about your coaching programs, and know, like, they have some doubts, want to connect with you, how they can?
HeidiSchaefer.com.
Your
HeidiSchaefer.com
website.
is my website, and there you can also book a free 20-minute call if you're really up for a program. and want to
Yeah.
know more about it and connect and see whether or not this is the chemistry works, because coaching is about trust, and there we see if we want to work together or no. And
Yeah.
it's probably yes if you're doing that.
Amazing, amazing. So I can also share your social media links in the description and your website as
Perfect.
well. So people, if you are watching this video, make sure to go and follow her. Make sure to subscribe this channel. Thank you so much once again for this. This was seriously
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.